a demo of a Go Web3.Storage API client. It's just over here. I've been working on this just in my evenings, essentially. It's not super robust. We don't have any like retry logic or things in there yet, but it is working. So I thought I'd give you a quick demo to show you how to use it. So what have we got? Let's have a look. Let's open up this directory. So I've created a quick directory in here called, here we go, demo. It's just got some images in it, and this is where we're going to build our demo. So let's open this in VS Code. There we are. And we are here, that's all good. And we're just going to do a Go mod in it. And we're going to call it this. Hopefully this will work. There we go. Lovely, lovely. And then we need a main.go and a function. We're going to say package main, function main. And this is where we're going to do our work, and what we want is if we head it back over to here, we need our go get the client, please. There we go. That's great. We've got it. So it's not in our Go mod yet. Why doesn't it go in a Go? Oh, it's not downloaded yet. Okay. So hopefully that will download. So what do we need to do? We need to import. And we'll add our, and that comes in as w3s client and we'll call new client to create a new client. So let's do this, and then if no error, then just panic. Great. So we created our new client. What do we need to do? We need to give that client a token so we can use the options. So with token, and I need to create a token. So let's quickly head back over to the website and over to my account. And over here, I can create a new API token. I'm going to create a new token just for this. Oh, cool. Well, that's all of my tokens. Great. I guess I'll be deleting all of these. All right, let's copy this. Put that in. There we go. So we've got a client now. That's super cool. And what can we do with this? Well, I told you we had these images. I can just do a simple client.put to upload an image. So we use the background context. So let's just get it in here because we're probably going to use it a few times. Context.background. There we go. We use that one. Put with context, and we need a file. So this is FS. This is like this is io.fs in Go. It was new in 1.16, but it's interfaces to files or file systems. So you need to give it an fs.file, and you can get one of those just using like os.open. But it's a really simple interface where you can just basically read and close it, essentially, I think. But it means you can get files from all different types of sources. So for this example, what we're going to do is just do a create a new file. Not create. We're going to open. We're going to do os.open, and we're going to open the file that we have in images / which one should we pick? Do not resist. .jpg. Okay, cool. And then we just tell the client to pass that file to the client, and then we should get back a CID, I think. Let's just double check. Let's do some error handling. If stuff goes wrong, we want to know. So yeah, I've got this context. We opened the file, we've got back our file. So this is an os.file, but it complies to this fs.file interface. So that's good. And we get a CID, so we can just do a println CID. CID, and hopefully that'll come out and print us a nice CID. Let's try it out. Main, sorry, go run main, main.go, and see what happens. Woo, got a new CID, and then so actually this would be more helpful if I did a format dot. Well, hang on. If I did a format dot printf with the CID, and then I did something like point us at a gateway, and then string please for the CID. Hopefully that'll work. Let's try that again. There we go, and then we get something that we can just click on. Oh, hold on, why have we got a percent at the end? Maybe that's my terminal doing that. That's weird. Let's just double check. Oh, I didn't put a new line at the end. That's why. There we go. Right, let's get rid of that. Try again. That's better. I haven't tried this before, so sorry about that. Here we go. And then hopefully that should eventually load on the gateway. That one's not working, so. Okay. Nothing? Did we give up? Ah, okay. Weird. Okay. Don't know when it happened. Anyway, there's my do not resist image. Got loaded on the gateway. Cool. Easy to put stuff. What you can also do is you can also just upload like a whole directory. You can just open a directory like that, and then put that. Let's try that. That might take a little bit longer to upload. But what's cool about this is that it's wow, that was quick. What it does behind the scenes is it will actually take this directory or the image, and it will create a DAG, directed acyclic graph. It will put it in a car file for you and then upload it. And if that car file is more than say 10 meg, I think it is, then it will split it up into multiple car files and upload them individually. So that's kind of cool. That allows you to upload big data to Web3.Storage, which has a maximum upload size per upload of 100 meg. So, there we go. Oh, that happened, didn't it? So I can hopefully load this up. I don't know why something's odd with my browser, but here we go. I seem to have to reload stuff twice. Anyway, so here we go. They're all there. We're all there. Yay! We've got all of these. That's great. That's super cool. What else can we do with? Oh, right. So you can add an image, a directory, but you can also kind of curate your own directory if you like. So what you can do is you can open some images. So hang on. Let's just grab like do not resist, and we'll open another one. Like. Let's have a look. What else have we got? Giant cat. Giant cat. And we can also do. We can then do like W3. Yeah. So you can kind of curate your own directory. I think you have to import. How do we use this thing? Here we go, as W3FS. There we go. So what you can do is you can do like new directory and create your own directory. So this is going to be my images directory, and I'm going to put like a slice of fs.file in here. And what we can do is we can just put F0 and F1 in there. Let's have a look what's going on here. What does it say? Cannot initialize to. Oh, there's no error. Just creates it, and this is. Yeah, import this, please. There we go. And then we've got this directory, and instead of putting the file, I can just put this this new directory that I've curated, and then I can actually like have another directory in here if I wanted. So let's just quickly do that. Why not? This could be fun. F2, and we'll put in like silly dinosaur. We've got F2, and then so we've got F0, F1, and then we can just do dinos. This is our dinos directory, maybe. I don't know. There we are, commas, because that matters. Don't want that, but I do want to we'll put F2 in there. I think, if it will let me. Why not? Oh, I needed a comma. Anyway, so there we go. We've got a directory, and inside this directory we'll have two images, and we've got another directory in there called dinos, and we have another image in there with a silly dinosaur image in it. And then I can just put that. So I've created my own special directory, even though they're not all they are all on the file system in the same directory, but I'm going to create a directory that has them in a slightly different order, and obviously not all of them as well. So let's try that. Uploading, here we go. Like I said, I've never, okay, that didn't work. Oh yes, it did. Hang on, dinos. Here we go. Ah, it did work. Dinos was I expected it to be last. Okay, so we've got our directory here. We've got our two files, and one with our silly dinosaur image in it as well. Super cool. All right, cool. So now we've got that that stuff. What we can do is we can read it back. So let's try doing that. So we've put all of that that stuff, and I'm gonna just get rid of this, I think, and then do a so to like retrieve stuff from IPFS. You just need to. I don't need this anymore, I think, but I do want the CID. I need the context CID. Not good. Oh yeah, the CID. I need the CID. So let's grab that CID. CID.parse, and I'm just going to give it this CID. So yeah, I need to import. Go CID. There we go, and then it will parse that. Got error. Okay. Here we go. So I've got our CID, and now. What? Yeah, all good. Do I need to do some? There we go. Is that good? Okay, all errors gone. Cool. So we can get hold of this CID now, and then what we get back is like the root file, but we also get a what is called a FSys or FS or file system implementation and an error. And so what this does is like we get the root file, which is actually going to be a directory for us. So that's not super useful on its own. What we can do with let's just use F for now. It's what's cool about F is that it's a fs.read dir file, which means that you can call a function called read dir on it. So if it is one, which it will be, what's wrong with this? Oh yeah. Okay. So first of all, I get a response. Yeah. Okay. First of all, I get a response, and this is just a HTTP response, so you can do res.status and stuff like that. But it's enhanced. It's a special thing that it's a res. You can actually call this function called files. And what's cool about that is that it will read UnixFS files from the CID that you get, and it will allow you to then kind of interact with them as if they were just fs.file instances, even though they are files that have been put in IPFS. They're converted into a DAG using UnixFS. That this sort of papers over that to give you this this kind of way of working with them that is a bit more idiomatic to go. So what we get back from this is the fsys and the error. So what you should do here is check the res.status is okay before calling this, but this will give you back these files to work with. So so f. Let's do that. So so what I can do here is I can do because it's a file. There's not much stuff on it. I can call stat. So what we could do. So what we could do here is we could just do f.stat. Get rid of this, and what we can do is we can print out the size for this, shall we? So we'll do let's have just echo out the CID that we gave it and the bytes. So CID, and we can do info dot size. That's right. And then obviously on this info you can do like info dot, if it's a directory then we can try this read dir file, which is kind of cool. But what we'll do is let's just list out the directory content. So read dir. And this gives us back a slice of directory entries and an error. So entries and error. If it's an error, don't worry. Too few arguments. Oh, okay, yeah. You have to specify the number of entries you want to read. If it's 0 or less, then it will just read everything. That's cool. So, and then we can just loop over this. I think it's like this. Range ents. Okay, yeah. Println ent dots, and we'll just list the name of the entry. So if I'm using this CID from earlier, this one with here, I should see dinos, do not resist, and giant cat be printed out if this all works. I should also see, what's wrong with that? Oh. This is fun, isn't it? There we go. Okay, so we should see the CID and then the size in bytes of that whole directory, and then we should see a listing of all of the entries in that directory. Oh, okay, yeah. New lines every time. Here we go. So this is that many bytes, and then we've got our files. That's super cool. Awesome. Okay, so that's cool. But how do I what if I wanted to read all of the files out of all of the directories? What you can do, let's just comment out that bit. So we can use this fsys thing. So this is a implementation of a file system. It's pretty as a interface. It's really can I click through? No. As an interface, it's really simple. It has like an open method which allows you to open files, and you give it a path. And so what this is an instance of a file system that's rooted in the CID that we gave it. So if you want to actually read files out of this CID, then you can just interact with fsys. So you can do fsys.open and then give it / because it's rooted in that CID. You can call do not resist, for instance. Not single quotes, double quotes, and then you can open that, and that will give you back a file which you can then read from. That's pretty cool. But yeah, so what if I wanted to actually walk that directory and list out all of everything in the thing that we've created? Well, I could do what I can do is fs dot walkdir. And so fs is the io.fs, the new thing in Golang 1.16 that I talked about. And this takes an fsys, takes where we want to start walking from, and also this walkdir function, which I'm just going to grab from here. It looks like this. Here we go. That's an fs dot. Here we go. And so what we can do is, if let's just return that error. But what we'll do is we'll just print out the path. So I'm expecting to see like these entries, but also I want to see that extra file that we've got in the dynos directory. Run this. Whee! Yeah. So this. So when I'm walking this directory, I also get the directories as directory entries to this callback. So that's fun. So we've got like the root, the dynos directory, the actual silly dinosaur image, but also these other two as well. So that's super fun, huh? And then I can do like, what you can also do is you can do, I think fs dot, can't remember. Anyway, you get the idea. So I've got all these entries here. What I can do is call fsys.open for a particular one if I wanted, and I've got the name, which is this path, and that will just open it because it's rooted in this CID. Wow, amazing. So what else can we do? Well, we've got this this kind of status call, so we can ask Web3.Storage like what is the information about this CID that has been uploaded. For that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use actually I'm going to comment out all of this because we'll actually just delete it. Let's just get rid of it for now. We'll use a CID that I've uploaded previously. So let's have a look in my account. Just go to my files and here we go. So like these ones, this is the things that I've uploaded just now. This is one that has been uploaded a while ago. So let's just copy that. I'm going to paste that there. We'll ask about that because that's managed to make it into Filecoin deals and stuff. So I can do c.status, give it the CID, context first. Cool. Status, maybe an error. Here we go. So this is status. What can we do here? We can print out some information about this this CID. So I can do s dot. I can print out the DAG size. Printf. DAG size, and then we'll do a %d. There we go. DAG size. But what's kind of interesting is like s dot pins. So this tells us like where it's been pinned. So what I can do is I can do of range s dot pins. So I can see what IPFS nodes this is pinned on. Here we go, and what we'll do is we'll do p dot. So we can have the status of the pin. So I can put pin status, and then we can do pin dot. What else have we got here? We've got pin dot region. And we've got peer ID. That's cool. And what else? Pin dot. What else have we got? Anything interesting? Well, actually, peer name might be more interesting. Okay, cool. And then what else do we have in here? Well, we have a deals. So these are Filecoin deals that this particular CID currently is in. So we have a D of s.deals. Here we go. And then we can do very similar thing. So what do we have? D dot, we have our storage provider. So this is the address of the Filecoin storage provider that is storing this this data. The storage provider. So let's just put deals, IPFS pins. So we've got storage provider here. What else can we have? Do we have? What would we like to know? We'd like to know the deal ID. That's kind of interesting. Maybe the deal status as well. Status. And then what else do we know about? So what's interesting is this data CID. Data CID. So what happens is when we get uploads in Web3.Storage, we kind of munch them all together into one big chunk of data to send off to Filecoin storage providers to store. It means that everything gets kind of aggregated together. And if you want to get back your data, you're going to need to know the root CID of that big aggregate of data, but you're also going to need to know this thing called the data model selector, and this allows you to pinpoint your data within this aggregate of data. So let's just list out that. So this is kind of some interesting information about this CID. Let's just echo out the CID as well, just so that this looks good. Cool. Maybe we just put some indentation here. Okay, cool. What's going on here? Oh yeah, okay. So I've got to use the right thing. Storage provider. Yeah, sorry. Okay, region is a string as well, and pin name is a string too. Great. Pin status is yeah. I think that's a string as well. No, it's going to be a number, I think. I do believe, yes. So this is a number, but this relates to, oh, it has a string method. That's great. We use that. And deal status. Hopefully that also has a string. Well, let's have a look. Does it? Seems to. Let's see if it works. All right, cool. Let's run this and hopefully it will just print us out some stuff. Okay. Oh man, the CID didn't come back nice. Hang on. CID. Oh, because I tried to print it out as a string, please. Here we go. Right. Okay, so we've got our CID that we asked it for. We've got our DAG size here. We've got some IPFS pins. So we've got it pinned in the US, in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, in the second one in Amsterdam, but also another one in Amsterdam. That's cool. So we've got 3 IPFS nodes pinned in. That's rad. And we've got some deals. Oh yes. This is annoying. That's meant to be an F. Need to fix that. But here we go. Storage provider. That's that. So this is the deal. So you can actually go to like Philfox and look at these. So if I go to like, let's open this up again. And then where's deals? Deals. Deal list. Here we go. Deal ID. So that if I just put in our deal ID here, look, that's amazing, and you can see that these this information should all kind of match up. We've got our deal ID. We also get a PCID, so we can actually verify that this the PCID that we've been told here is what's happening. Anyway, look, this exists. This is an actual deal on the Filecoin mainnet that's been made on behalf of this data. That's super cool. But anyway, so this other one, and so the miner is 01278. That should be F. So let's have a look. Yeah, F 01278. All right, and that I think is just about all I have to say. Let's just have a quick look. What else? Is there anything else that we can do here? Status. We've got. So you can also send. This is I've just shown you stuff which is all kind of like file-based things. But what you can do, you can send up. Okay, I've never done this before, so let's see if this works. car.ipfs.io. So you can create a car file yourself. So you can do what you typically do, I guess, if you're creating applications, is build a car file like with some IPLD data in it. Maybe it doesn't have to be just files. It can be like any linked data. So you can have like JSON-based data and link between those two things in a DAG and have this all content addressed and just exactly how IPFS likes it and how the distributed web should be. So you typically create a car, and so it means that you don't have to just store files on Web3.Storage. You can use anything. I'm just gonna, for instance, like just create one here for us to take a look at this. But I'm just gonna use some files because that's all I have right now. So let's just quickly go into here and choose maybe some ones we didn't use, just so we know that this is real. So I can download this car file. Here we go. And what's cool about this is that I've got it's named after the CID of the things that are inside it. So it's kind of cool. But if I get rid of all of this, I can just do forget that. We've got this put car method, which allows you to put cars. So os.open. And we will just open. Oh no! Here we go. That's what it's called. It's long. Here we go. Okay, we can open up this car file. Here we go. And what we can do is put a car, and we'll get back a CID just like we've put. And what we'll do is we can print out that CID. Actually, we'll do a printf again. Here we are. Then S, and then we've got the CID. Let's not make that same mistake again. So yeah, we can just put arbitrary kind of data into arbitrary kind of IPLD data. It doesn't have to be files into Web3.Storage using the put car method, which is super cool. And the cool thing is that when you read it back, like I said, with c.get, you get back a context and a car, the CID. So you get back a response object, which is a HTTP response, and you can call .files on that, which is what we did. But you can just call res.body, and that is actually a car file. This is the car file that you uploaded with that CID. So then you can actually just pass that. If you've got IPLD data, you can pass that to a car reader and then extract the IPLD data from it when you read it back. So there's no need to go through, there's no need to work with files at all in this thing. You can just work with cars and IPLD data for kind of linked data in applications. So here we go. Let's just print out the CID just to make sure this works. Hopefully that should be the same CID as we've got here. So let's let's just see if that works. Open up the car. It says uploading it now. Cool. And then we get back. Yeah, I think that's the same CID. Hooray! And then hopefully, yeah, there's our free files that we uploaded. Awesome. Okay. And that's about it for the demo. I'm sorry that was super long, but there we go. Thank you very much for listening.